Alright everybody, so today, as you guys can see from the description of the video, we're going to be fixing a couple of things on the C10. I want to fix this little dent that I have here. I want to see if I can take it off. I'm not sure if you can see it from the video, but I want to try to pop this dent off. So once I remove the door panel from inside, I want to see if I can push it out, see if that'll fix itself. And I also want to fix the window motor from the driver's side door. Because this one, it works, but it just kind of dies out here and there. So once we take off the door panel, then we're going to be also replacing the window motor. But mainly, we're going to be restoring the door panels. As you can see, like these little switches are super old, super faded and old, and color not even matching. This is like a blue. So we're going to be painting it black. But I'm going to be taking it off just so I can be able to work on it better, and regardless I'm going to change the window motor, so that's why. Later on I also want to try to do the seats, the leather wrap, or I kind of like that like diamond leather stitch. Debating whether I should paint the cloth of this part like black with the paint that I'm going to be using on that, because it says you could use it on like vinyl, carpet. Paint that I'm going to be using, it's not that duplicate color, it's actually one that I got off of LMC website. I think it's called like a color bond. Supposedly this is supposed to like attach a little bit better than actual just paint. So we're gonna try it out. This is a black paint and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I just removed the door panels. The meats are just completely filthy, so I think it was good that I was able to take them off so I can clean them up, get all the dust off, and fix them up. Look at how dirty it was. Could probably even spray like some rust reformer or something on this. Able to pop off the dent that it had. Not sure if you can see. There's still a little bit of a dent down here. It's barely noticeable. But the main one that was here, I was able to just pop it off. So I just finished wiping them off, taking off all the dust and everything. So I'm just going to be sanding them next. So that way they could have a little bit of like a gritty texture, so the paint could kind of grab on a little bit better, so it won't be so smooth. Alright, so I have the door panels outside drying. Meanwhile, I was trying to put this window regulator motor thing to fix this window. I finally installed it, man. This thing was a mission. This is not a tutorial video on how to do this, but there's a bunch of videos on YouTube that you can look for. Just a couple of tips. When I was doing mine, man, I was struggling on fitting these little wheels that go inside. Like, it's probably confusing if you haven't seen it or haven't tried doing it or whatever, but after I put those wheels, there's 3 wheels that have to go attached to each little bracket. You have to align these screws, and it was so hard to put those in, man. I literally had to like keep budging, and finally I put the window down a little bit after. Once I put the wheels, I lowered the window very, very little, and then it gave me some leverage to be able to put these screws on. But let's try it now. See if it works, because if not, I give up, man. I don't know what to say. As you can see, it works now. It's actually a lot faster now too. Pretty cool. There it is. So now we're just gonna be putting the door panels back on. I have them outside drying, so let's see if they're done yet. I'm sure they are. I left these pieces here because those I really have to mess with it. So what I did notice is that when I was alright, so what I noticed was that when I sanded them, I think I did a little bit too much. So I could have probably just, oh man, this one even fell. Darn it. Oh man, messed it up a bit. So what I noticed, oh man, it does feel kind of rough. Damn. So what I noticed is that I kind of went overboard on the sanding. I don't know if you can see through the video. Kind of scraped it a little too much, so now it feels really, really rough. Oh man. I don't want to have to like repaint it though. That's the thing. Yeah, see, you can feel it up here. It feels really rough. Man, let me try to see if I can go very thin one. It's way too thick. Oh, there you go. Something like this one. Yeah. And this one, I guess. I think I could probably do it. Oh, 320. I think these should be fine. So I found a... Watch out, Sergi. Watch out, Sarge. There's my dog right here. Say what's up, Sarge. Say what's up. Good boy, Sergi. Good boy. Sergi boy. Good boy. Come on. Look it. Ready, Sarge? Go. Good boy, Sergi. Come on. Sarge, you're supposed to give it to me. Come on. What the heck, Sarge? He's acting up. Usually he'll bring it to me, but... Alright, come on. Alright. He didn't bring it to me, so... Alright, so let's see. Because the one that I was using was a little bit more of a thicker grip. Let's see, the one that I used was 120. 120. This one is 220, so this one should be good. This one is actually brand new. This one's really good. This is a 320. This one should be like perfect. Let me see. Yeah, this is leaving it a lot better. Man, I wish I would have done that. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna have to just fix it because this thing feels really rough.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Alright, so I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, it feels a lot better. Alright. So I guess I'm gonna do this one and I'll show you guys after if it made a difference. Alright, so I just kind of gave it a quick little sand. Feels a lot better now. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it just feels a lot more smoother compared to this one. Oh man, I can't believe I was actually gonna put that on there. This thing came out horrible. For you guys wondering why me, I'm not like a professional painter or anything. I just do this as a hobby. But for you guys wondering why I sanded it, so basically whenever you have like a plastic trim piece that you want to paint, you're supposed to give it a little sand so that the paint can grab on and stick to something like a gritty surface. So that's why I did that on this one. But I think I just went a little overboard and I sanded it a little too much. So I think I recommend for you guys whenever you're sanding it off, use like a thin grip. Don't use a thick one, because if not, then you're gonna make the same mistake that I did. And that's not cool. What's up, y'all? So I ended up falling asleep yesterday because it got a little late. So it's the next morning, but I ended up finishing it for the most part. So like I said, it's still kind of a little bit, like if you feel it, well, only at some spot. This feels smooth. Right here you can feel a little bit, it's a little rough. But I mean, it's a lot better than what it was. But I think I could have definitely gone over again with a little light sand. But I mean, it looks really nice. I like the color. It looks like the OEM. It's supposed to be like the OEM black. This is the color bond spray that I used. Because I've used the duplicate color one. I don't like that one because it just leaves it like way too glossy, and this leaves it more like a OEM look. See, this right here is the duplicate color. I had redone the dash, but it was a fail. But see, it leaves it really glossy. I don't like that. So in this one leaves it more like a, not a matte, but like a satin. I don't know. So it looks more like OEM. It doesn't really look like there's paint on there. It just looks like that's just the color of it. So I really recommend it. I just messed up by the sanding. I went overboard. But let me show you guys the other side too. Okay. Came out good. I was thinking I should have probably replaced all the switches because I ended up replacing only this one. Because this one was all peeling already. But I should have probably done this one too. There was an additional like 10 bucks per switch, which I should have just done. But I was thinking, man, like it's just every single thing just adds up, man. Like, so I was kind of like trying to do it on a budget. But I don't know, maybe later on down the line I'll see whether I should replace them. And that's mainly it. So what's going to be next is going to be putting the coverlet dash, and then I'm debating whether I should paint the seat. I sprayed it a little bit yesterday just to see how it would come out, and this is how it looks. It doesn't look bad actually. I was just trying to do a little test one to see how it would look if I paint the seat. I guess it doesn't look bad, so I might give it a try, because regardless if it doesn't come out good, I'll just probably end up stitching like the whole, like putting like a leather cover on it. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll give it a try, because I just don't like the seat. It's kind of ugly. But there it is, y'all. So make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Next video, I think you guys will see where I just pretty much finish it off. I'm gonna put the dash and the seat. This is gonna be all pretty much completed. So make sure you guys stay tuned for how it looks after, once it's already done. But for the meantime, make sure you guys stay safe with this whole quarantine going on. Make sure you guys stay home, try not to go out, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace, y'all.